After you've laid out all of the pieces that are cut from wood, you're going to notice that some of them have an adhesive tape on the surface. This was to prevent burning and charring during the laser cutting process. Just use your fingernail and just pull it off. It'll take a few minutes, but the adhesive will definitely keep the wood clean before you begin assembly. So as you can see here, I'm just pulling off all of the tape. And then you're going to want to use wood glue. Now you can use white glue or tacky glue, but I find that wood glue works best with laser cut stuff. Take these two pieces here and glue them together. The way you'll match them up is they have half of a slot that will meet in the middle. So be sure to rotate them so that they meet properly. Take one of the long sides that has the stonework cut into it and apply a bead of glue down one edge so that the stonework is facing inward, and then put that on the right edge. Start from the right side if you can, and you can use something to hold the wall in place so the wood dries. Once it's dried, you're going to want to put one of the center pieces. Now these are 3 shorter shelves, so be sure you take one of the 3 shorter shelves and not the top and the bottom of the box. Run a bead of glue along it and insert it into the middle 2 slots here. If you put some glue on the right edge, it'll also glue to the right wall. Now I've done this to the top, the 3 walls. Now I've got the 2 longer pieces. This one's going to go on top. Again, just run a bead of glue along the bottom edge there where it will meet up with the right wall. And then run a bead of glue along the bottom that this will be where it glues to the very top of the backboard. Right here. And again, if you put some glue along the bottom edge there, it'll match up to the right wall. Square it up as best you can. And then do the exact same thing for the bottom floor. Run a bead of glue along the bottom right edge and then along the edge that will be glued to the backboard. And then just line it up with the slots and square it up as best you can. You'll have one wall left. This wall will have the stonework facing inward. Put a bit of glue along the left or bottom and top edges, as you can see here, and then run some more glue along the edge that will be glued to the backboard again, the left side of the backboard. And then just use the notches to line it up, put it in there, and square it up. Now you're also going to have these little adornment pieces that come with backing tape. One trick you can use is take a piece of duct tape and just put them face down on the duct tape, as you can see here. Press them down really good with your fingers and then peel them off. 90% of the time the adhesive paper will come right off, as you can see. And then you're going to glue the triangles in the 4 corners, and you'll glue these little shield shaped pieces. There'll be 6 of them. You'll glue those over where the floors meet the walls to cover up the seam. Just test fit everything. It's pretty easy to figure out where everything goes. The triangles will again glue in the lower right and left corner and the upper right and left corner. To make the banner, you're just going to put a little drop of glue on the left flag and the right flag, and then take the engraved portion and press it down so that the flags sort of come out from behind. Once this glue dries, you're going to put a little bit of glue along the top of the banner, the very top, as you can see here, and then just hold it down for 30 seconds on whichever level you want. I always put it at the top, but you could put it on any floor. Just hold it in place until it dries. And then you're going to do the exact same thing for the doors and the columns using duct tape. You can use your fingernail to take the adhesive off, but I find that duct tape works really well. Just stick them down really good. And if you find that a piece of the adhesive is not coming off, just roll it back down onto the tape like I'm doing here, and it'll typically come right off. So there's the door, and here's a column with the tape coming off. Now in your kit, you're going to have 8 little metal rings. You don't have to do this, but I'm including them. Just put a drop of glue where you see fit on the doors, and put one of these little rings on the left and right side, and let the glue dry really well so that the ring doesn't come off. But I did this to all 4 doors, and then in the next snippet of video, you're going to see me gluing down all the doors and the columns. Do this wherever it looks right to you. I just sort of randomly put the columns and doors to make it look sort of odds and ends. And here is the final Dungeon Delve. I hope you enjoy it.